Let's see it.
Where's George?
Where's George?
Where is he?
He's 9 years old.
Come out with your hands up.
No family of financial means was safe from kidnapping.
Police of every state in the Union are united in the search for the criminals.
This bulletin is from the Press Radio Bureau.
No clue, no matter how seemingly unimportant, can be overlooked.
In part one of the Weyerhauser kidnapping, we showed you the elaborate scheme 3 people went through to abduct a 9-year-old boy from Tacoma. While the kidnappers waited for the family to pay a ransom, George was held here in this Spokane home. It's where we pick up part 2 of Deep in the Woods. A quiet morning in Spokane's Cannons Addition neighborhood. This home off of Cedar Street has quite the story to tell. 86 years ago, it was the center of a kidnapping from one of the world's richest families.
They got him there at the house in Spokane, and they kept him locked in a closet for 5 days.
Bryan Johnston is the author of Deep in the Woods, a new book documenting the elaborate kidnapping of 9-year-old George Weyerhauser in Tacoma. George was held captive for 7 days. 5 of them were spent here in Spokane.
Here's a picture taken when George was held here in the closet. And so this is from the paper Spokane Review, June 16th, 1935.
Brian and Jean Horner now live in the home with the notorious past.
I went down to the library and I was looking for old newspapers from that time period, and I had to look at microfilms.
William Daynard, Harmon Whaley, and his wife Margaret were the masterminds behind the kidnapping. It all started in Spokane when Margaret read the obituary of George's well-known grandfather and then shared the news with her husband.
Maybe the son of the person died gets inheritance. Maybe they've got kids. So he sees the angle.
The kidnappers carried out their plan and delivered a ransom note with 21 demands, including $200,000. While they waited for the family to comply, George was locked up in this closet where he likely tried to call for help.
Well, a lot of the walls in the closet are loose. It's like the plaster has come loose from the lath, as though almost someone had been in here banging on the wall. So we didn't know this at first. We just found that this is kind of strange.
After George was returned back to his family, the FBI did an extensive search of the property, looking for evidence and the ransom money.
And so they actually dug up part of the backyard looking for the money.
Today, the Horners are now used to the attention.
I saw this book at Costco, and I was just kind of thumbing through it, and I found our house in here. And it's like, oh no. And here's like the green bin in the front of the house. And we're thinking, okay, we probably need to do a better job with our curb appeal.
Having raised their family in this home, the Horners like the idea of preserving a little piece of history.
It's just fascinating that there's some connection here. And I think also that it had a happy ending. So maybe if it had had a sad ending, maybe we'd have a different perspective on all of this, but it did seem to have a good ending.
So the book, Deep in the Woods, now available in bookstores and online. This is the author's tweet announcing its release. And so again, there is a lot to this story that we couldn't even cover in 2 parts over the course of the last couple of days. But some other fun facts that I wanted to share with all of you is that the FBI, they were able to recover about $160,000 of the $200,000 ransom money. Wow. Some of it was hidden, some of it was burned in an oven, and then obviously some of it was spent.
I know.
Right. Wild. Also, the kidnappers, they were arrested. They were all charged and brought to federal prison, one in Alcatraz, one in Kansas, and then they actually wrote letters to George from prison asking for forgiveness.
Oh, did he forgive them?
I don't know. We have to read the book.
There's a part 3?
There's a part 3.
Damn, we got fammed for the 2nd day in a row.
I can't believe you did this to me.
Tim, how could you?
I'm sorry.
But hey, there is a lot more to the story. Again, you can text the word crime to 509-448-2000 for more behind-the-scenes content, including my one-on-one interview with the author in full. You can watch it. It's almost about 30 minutes. So he goes over a lot. I won't tell you if there's spoilers in there or not. So maybe watch that video or read the book.
I'm going to do both. I'm going to go text crime to 509-448-2000.
Is that like a Jeremy, get off the couch so I can go text
No, I was
crime?
just telling you that's what I was going to do.
I was like, am I getting booted?